He was a southpaw, but had a killer right swing, an outlaw inside of the ring. Every now and then he'd be put against the ropes, but then he'd bounce back, catch a second wind, and then throw blows till noses cracked. He smashed mouths, he saw red and blacked out, received a couple pats on the back for the smackdowns. Negative reinforcement, never did he endorse it, had the business sense to wait for press conferences to talk shit. He wasn't a dullard, though he'd never say much, properly mothered, but his father taught him how to take a punch. It was bare knuckle touch of tough love. When he got drunk enough, he took his kid down to the gym and fit him up with gloves, tied together with a shoelace. Took him apart, put him on, looked in the mirror and practiced his screw face. Said, "This is for you, Pops, for all the things we never got to do. The hottest part of a flame is blue." Thinking that they're born to fist fight, cause they've been promised an apocalypse by prophets without insight. You could have fooled us, in fact we're dumbstruck. The school bus is looking like a dump truck. Stuff the class like a landfill until it overflows. Babysitters can't get the students off their mobile phones. A junkyard dog is eating trash in the cafeteria, feeling mad at America. The school counselor likes to recycle psychobabble. The assistant to the teacher is just an old TV. Now they've all got the urge to battle, cause they see a sign that says like to travel, ROTC. I don't think he can handle, he goes from flannel to camo, cold putting all the ammo in his gun. He watched channel 1, switched to channel 2, unplugged completely. The hottest part of a flame is blue. The sea, sky, and land now. Came across soldiers who did nothing but yell, "Stand down!" in their spare time, inside a shower stall. If not that, they're at the corner store playing Powerball. And when the towers fall, they get protective of this land and won't stand for anything to get resurrected. They're waiting for the second coming, the great pumpkin. Deep down, they know all they really want to do is break something. That's what they're trained to do. And then they say to you, just cause you see the devil in my eyes, don't make it true. And I say, true enough. All that fire in your eyes shows pain, but the flame ain't blue enough. Set it up, you knocked it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet. I feel cracks underneath my feet. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. I get attached and they're attached to people who I've loved and lost. Even though I gotta admit, there are a few who'd run me off. But I'm under no illusion how relationships get ruined, how I ain't shit to this movement when I'm just stuck to a cross. Tossed into the underworld and give a specific info. Forced to find another girl, sick of living in limbo. But I have my songs to play, so I got lost along the way. And now I'll never see the light of day thanks to the tinted limo. I was hopelessly romantic, emphasis on antic. Now I roam hopeless along the open coast of the Atlantic. But an overcoat that says Francis, showboat captain. Did my best to scrub it off, cause it's utterly embarrassing. Every night I'd rewrite my will on a sandbar napkin. I'd crash after sticking it to the window of my cabin. Once I awoke I'd notice it, read it, then remove it. Just stunned I left left nothing to my loved ones but music. Muses abandoned me while choosing family over continued support. For my intuitive thought, who would've thought? I couldn't have thunk it. Worst thing I ever did to another person in this world is nothing. Only a few can claim that's what I did when I could've done otherwise. Every single last one of them, something for nothing types, made me pay the price at any cost. I got buyer's remorse. How many toxins will the doctors find inside this corpse? Suicidal watch, it's diamond studded, tells me when my time's up. Try to keep my eyes from it, it's so swag. Flash it at the fashion shows, walks with a limp, it's so hip, and it smacks the hoes. Rappers used to brag about intelligence, it made me wanna be smarter and harbor no regrets. Whether it sells or not's irrelevant. I would've sold coke if holding dough was the sole motive. It wasn't, but fuck being a broke poet with unpaid debts, begging friends for loose ends. If your so-called talent only results in loan extensions, there's no defenses or buyouts. You don't get a per diem for good intentions. Do you on the side now? Promise that a job doesn't define you as a person. If your words don't carry weight, it's not the world's burden. And in knowing certain terms, am I suggesting that you shouldn't just set fire to the stage and let the curtains burn? Just be aware of the exits. Keep in mind, the closest one might be behind you, the entrance. Been eyeing it myself in the event that I can't live better as an honest rapper without my past self being my benefactor. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. Gambled away my better half in hopes of doubling up. Deal us a double and nothing, I laughed. I was shit out of luck, but what have I got to lose? At least I'm whole now. Half man, half clone. If that composite sketch of a 100% asshole. But it wasn't without help. Many people did their part to make me take the time that Frankenstein was ripped apart and put it together again. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't admit that this was a predicament they put me in. You want a piece of this? Welcome to the eggshells. Come barefoot and pregnant to my kitchen. Y'all can help yourselves to the feast or zip your toe away. If you can't take the heat or overuse cliches. Back in the days I'd leave you heartbroken. These days I simply reach into your chest and tear those scars open. Evaluate appreciation, write you off for tax purposes. I'd rather be homeless than settle in that worthlessness. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet, conceal laughs in between my teeth. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings.
To your ear. I'm all by myself sitting thinking what the happened. Where the hell I go wrong? I'm trying to be strong, but when I flex my muscles cramp and tighten. They got me fighting, and in a war, the kinds that used to always win before, but now it's different. Victories are hard to come by. There's early death for young guys, but everyone dies, so they say, but I ain't no exception. My mortal thoughts lost support, they're vulnerable with no protection. I walk the tightrope, thinking that I'll be saved by your net if I fell, slip, and almost got sent to hell. No, I don't pull no life-threatening stunts without thinking it over more than once, which is often. Choose your coffin unless you don't plan to die. What kind of man am I? Learn your lessons to kill the questions. I find an answer from within. The color on my skin, forget my creed or religion. Everyone knows I violent history from the books. With warmongers, rapists, racists, and culture crooks, it ain't no mystery. But it ain't all in black and white. Society's littered with grays, and I'm trying to gain some insight. Some believe we're species of another kind. On the other hand, we got people who are acting like they're colorblind. What's America? Melting pot or tossed salad? Force the ballad out your mouth. By now, of course, it's invalid and don't make no difference. If anything, it hurts our progress. Take it to Congress. Everything's just all unprocessed. Nothing's efficient. I used to strive towards being perfect, but there's so much worthlessness in this world. It just ain't worth it. I've come to this conclusion. We're living in illusion. We slaughter guys because we can't organize confusion, resulting in a conspired genocide. Kinda makes me wanna pick up my sword and put my pen aside to do damage. Damage.
Sage Francis, personal journalist, 1968 to 2001. He left with deep breaths in each chest that needs less innovating, cause they're still debating over what rhyme skill is. Sick of waiting for time killers to get over their murder raps. Then he sold his own shirt off his back for cheap exposure. Seek for closure but stayed open-minded. Always seemed to keep composure, peeking over both his eyelids. Speaking vulgar and misleading cultures of ultraviolence, teaching others how to be more loving with brotherly guidance. A bleeding soldier knows the science. He does the math quick then writes without having to think twice, without asking for advice. Letting the scalp peel, having brains picked by headlights before the scabs heal. His death mask conceals his face paint. It feels like a safe place, but it ain't. Feels like its safety seals fates, but it don't. He's not a real saint, just another one of those religious political jokes. And that's not even half of the nutshell. Cats are compelled to crack open to extract his blood cells from him. When he comes back from hell again, you'll have a few bones to pick with the fractured skeleton. Sage Francis, anti-socialite, secret admirer, student loner, continental drifter, professional bootlegger, spin doctor, self-referentialist, personal journalist. Word is the worthless wordsmiths we're conversing with impersonal twists. Heard they're concerned with making the earth shift. These kid games are silly. When all art is signed anonymous, he'll turn that Big Bang Theory into a small pop hypothesis. Sage Francis, death merchant, 1968 to 2001. Devoted son, father to none, husband to something soulless, and didn't spend his life with who he loved. The hardest workers in showbiz need no diamond-studded glove. His time is up. He's still the type poison, make a comeback, kill the white noise till the sun's black. Moonwalk around New York City and get murdered by flocks of sheep who square dance circles inside a box of beats. The California dream sequences end quick. Couldn't find middle ground in little towns on some Midwest trip. He stood for something, fell for every trick in the book, so he stopped believing in the avant-garde in the Eden. Get off the cross. Of course we need the wood to burn a godless heathen. Catch him red-handed only if his palms are bleeding. Sage Francis, non-profit, artificially intelligent, avant-gardian angel, dust miser, 1968 to 2001. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Get out my weathered face with all that sunshine. Get out my weathered face with all that sunshine. Get out my weathered face with all that sunshine. Get out my weathered face.
Closing out our feature for you now, captain of our slam team, Sage Francis. Yeah.
It was the that got me. It was the break. It was the 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 it was the
Name's Francis, but everybody calls me famous. Any of you guys call me Francis, and I'll kill you. And I don't like nobody touching my stuff. If I catch any of you guys in my stuff, I'll kill you. Also, I don't like nobody touching me. Now, any of you homos touch me, and I'll kill you.
Settle down here. I can't. I gotta be free. I'm an artist. I enjoy the company of women. I love them. It's just, I don't need them. That's the way it is when you're a true artist. I let my feelings come out in my music.
Fuck, I hate everybody. Not part of any scene. Do my own thing. My mind is a machine gun, my body's a bullet, the audience is the target.
Yeah, well, maybe if you let your feelings out in real life, then your music would be even better.
I talk a lot of shit, but I can back it all the fuck up.
I don't talk about it really.
but I'm still the illest, still the baddest. Bless the apparatus, I got silverback gorilla status. I pull the one red string that runs through your mattress and make your bed spring, sing a song of sadness. That sack of shit, pack your things and go. I'm hopping freight trains with nothing but a bindle. No hobo. Little homie said YOLO. No props, I photobomb you photo ops, busting out the RoboCop. Teach me the Dougie kid, I'd rather do the knowledge. Now go home and get your shine box. You got a couple shoes to polish under rag. This ain't no humble brag. I've son one too many Johnny come latelys, baby come to dad. Cause he don't need no cheat code to go beast mode. All he really needs is an MIC to freak flow. We're running up, if I'm not top billing, I'm show stealing. Sistine Chapel, Phantom type, tag the whole ceiling. Sick of hearing rap with no feeling. Sick of trauma porn addicts thinking they're poets, it's not soul bearing. Break yourself, fix your face. My heartbeat breaks to 808s, now update your database. So many rock rated tapes, not enough functional dual cassette decks. Who will you sweat next? Stupid, I maneuver through a school full of rednecks. Some people I was cool with despite a few death threats. Sacrifice a social life, food and some rent checks, so I could grab a mic where the hell ever I like. Catch wreck. Yeah, I got swung on from time to time. Been cornered in some clubs just for speaking my mind. Mental midgets couldn't come up with the lyrics or rhymes. Now I'm back popping more shit than ever and I'm fine. Find me if you need me, son, I'm easy to locate. You're finally gonna feed me, then I'm eating that whole cake. Got licensing in movies and TV, that's so great. Don't break your coat nail trying to throw weight, okay? Curb stomp your enthusiasm. Don't expect resolutions just cause every movie has them. Don't expect revolution from the music that is solely created for the sake of booty clapping. Full keep rapping, release the cracking, beat back to back beat. Planning instrumentals, running my mouth at the track meet. My victory lap shows no mercy in this dojo. Spinning back, kick the Willie Bobo, sweep the head, breaking bread with the best of them. Crumbs are left under the table for the rest of them. I don't speak in metaphysics, cause I'm not a metaphysicist. I'll just deliver shit out of these so-called lyricists. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all.
You don't like it? Kiss my ass, you don't like it. It's my house.
Cause we don't need no G-code to go beast mode. All we really need is MICs to freak flow. Excuse me for having ethics, I don't F with little toys. I learned to scratch on phonographs, got my ups with Kilroy. A killjoy, crying over spilled soy milk. I destroy the shit brick house that your boys built. You walk tall till I kick out your stilts. Look buff till I call you bluff and pull up your kilt. You've been padding your resume. Well, I've been rhyming about life like I'm rapping my death away. Stay well composed, figuratively, literally. They prefer a hashtag to metaphor, simile. Brag rap to poetry, backtrack to symphony. Sweet talk to sourpuss press and push bitterly. Decades of getting degraded didn't diminish me. Oh, but they prefer the skinny me. I'm an emotional leader of the MCs who sit and sulk. Fuck being complicated, Uncle Sage is difficult. It's a cult of personality, stuck in a false reality. It's all a bunch of mall punk and dance club rap to me. Swagger jack and black cracker battle rappers going minstrel, born on third base, acting like they hit a triple with a wiffle ball bat, walking pretty, talking pretty with no ab. In fact, it's all theory. I promise you death threats don't actually kill me, but like my dog, I'ma scratch your kitty like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Like that, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, it's like that, y'all. Talk shit.
I went from extrovert to introvert, exhibitionist pervert, floating down the river Styx on the search for a curse word. Something much worse than the one that I first heard. Baby, let me make your pain glow like rainbow sherbet, cause it hurts so good. And if it don't, then it should. And right now is the last time I use the word could. I rock rhymes as dope as Jennifer Lopez, rockin' Procaz on St. Tropez, riding around town on fluorescent mopeds. Keep it moving with your bad self, girl. Go ahead, bring that beat back to reality. You rap rap for salary, I rap to burn the calories and walk the thin line between truth and fallacy. Now who got that short shot like a shooting gallery? Don't answer, I seen your reply in your eyes. Sitting here peeling onions trying to make myself cry. People call you a chicken, must be the breast and thighs off for $2.99 with the soda and fries. What a deal, you're sorta like a 4-course meal. Sweetheart, you ain't perfect, but that's how I know you're real.
I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, I know it's what I'm dealing. I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, I know. What we have here is a failure to communicate. At each other's throats, ready to mutilate. A true waste of energy. Let's conserve our power and rejuvenate. Cause neither of us is absolutely sure of who to hate. I always had a feeling it would come to this. I ain't wanted this, but talking this just left me nothing but pissed. You won't be missed, replaced by loneliness. It's my best friend, lifelong companion. Send my regards to the earth and the gods, trying to get even with me, so we always be at odds. I see through facades, and if you saw what I've seen, you make it a point from then on to keep your eyes clean. Role models, whole bottles of Visine. Red eyes get led by lies, guys cry and scream. But you can't understand the words that I speak. If your mind's weak, for you that's okay, cause you a fine freak. You can get away with spreading ignorance, not making any sense. You never should have been sweating my innocence. Cause ever since then I felt guilt-ridden. Still I didn't fit in, who was I kidding? I always had a funny feeling that it would end up this way. Display affection? Nah, I knew the outcome. How come? Cause I've seen it all before. Call me raw, perceiving almost every girl as a tortury whore. Wanting to ride on the emotional seesaw, then cherry bomb me. That's what I land on my feet for. I'll keep poor, so don't expect me to buy things. Each hand don't need 5 rings. We all expect to die kings or queens, not really knowing what it means. Living off of dreams must not be enough caffeine and coffee beans. Killing me softly with schemes, offer me a means of escape. Here it is, let's break. I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, I know it's what I'm dealing. I always knew, I always had a feeling. Call it intuition, we know. I know.
Little sister, what have you done? Oh, hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one you want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again.
Don't fuck around, y'all.
Hook, line, chop, chop, crackle. Hook, line, this is paid for advertising. Hook, line, free food for all. Sinker.
Well, it's a tangible death, and I can almost handle it. When it cancels my breath, put your hand over my candle, then rest. There's no pain in this fist release. Put my elbows on the window frame, glass pressed against my cheeks. Everything I see is mine. I never look back, couldn't ask the same of those I leave behind. The air bubbles rushing towards the water surface. A clumsy stagehand making a grand exit, caught in the curtains. A person should have pulled this rope long ago. For the water hole froze over, I saw the snow. The best cue for rescues, a couple yanks. Pressed my luck, held my breath enough, but then my stomach sank. Should've never been walking the plank with cement shoes, without an oxygen tank or wetsuit. Destitute conditions leave fishermen victims of circumstance, but you don't need a hook for the worms to dance.
Line, sinker, crumbs, hook, line, snap, snap, crackle.
Off to the bathroom to sniff another line. There's a big party going on and you're not invited. Now I'm just howling at the moon, sipping its shine. There's a
68, and B-Boys on app. And of course, my utter and absolute obligation to never do anything bad. Ever. This is to the intertwined souls, the hands I've been trying to hold. And this is to the love that I lost, and all the troubling thoughts of how I got double-crossed. And this is to the divorce I was forced to settle with, and the remorse I fought off with metal fists. And this is to the wet, watery kiss I left you with on your porch while I watch your trembling lips. This is to the memory of our early years, the first girl I shared feelings with. And it's the realest thing I'd experienced since my short existence. I ain't afraid to admit it, cause love is one of the things that doesn't come with an age limit, now does it? In fact, I'm apt to say we're more keen to feel such things. Hopeful dreams I've lost in a smoke screen of meaningless fucking. Touching without touching. Candles in the dark, casting shadows on our parents' battles. This is for the romantics at heart. It wasn't too long before I held you more than my pen, when I wasn't writing songs that went something like forever and always. Whenever those songs play, I remember empty hallways where your image that descended from the top floor became an echo. I paid the price for those hauntings and couldn't afford to let go. From a past of debt and past regret. Did you know I dreamt about you before we met? Remembering our first kiss, it hadn't even happened yet. Recollecting your set, and I wasn't never given the chance to forget. I guess that's the magic of it. Now I rehash subjects, displaying what I wrote on capping napkins to the public. To get it over and done with, closure hath cometh. My shoulders have plummeted from holding these buckets. Hold your laughs till I go back to the tunnels of Paris, where I wrote half of these paragraphs, but fuck it. This is to my 10-year story. In another decade, you better be better prepared for me. In the first 4 years, you were all ears. Then the next 6, you left me for the next X and went deaf to my message. So that began my affair with the world abroad. Behind the curtain with the other hurtful girls I explored, till I became the monster, turned into the words that I record. Pardon me if you heard it all before. I didn't shake you to hurt you when you landed on the floor. In a room of naked virtue, I closed my eyes to cancel what I saw. Your hand made the first move to the handle of the drawer where the frail girl couldn't think to live. I didn't shake you to hurt you. I never planned it before. Can't shake off your perfume, can't wash my hands no more. And I'm breaking my curfew, but I can't walk, I'm standing at the door. I hear the wailing of a little kid, and a failure of innocence is compromised, eyeing the side of the kitchen sink. What you think? I just let you, cut me, cut the bullshit. Damn, I love the hugs enough to tolerate the way we made each other crazy, making it so tough to operate productively. My self-esteem didn't help when I felt ugly, and I figured that's the reason why you wouldn't touch me. My ego does bleed. I should've let you test it and let your arms free to follow through with your domestic slip up. Love is a battlefield, so lick your shots quick while I lick my wounds and then resume as an obvious target. Infatuations with the past protect my purple heart with a faded picture I had in my shirt pocket. I'm going out with a bang and a blaze of glory holes. The anti-hero. I don't care how many ways the story's told. Be careful when these toolies play like drums, and watch what you foolishly say, because my Uzi weighs a ton. It's to the sleepless evenings that I spent next to gravestones, hoping someone from beyond would grab my arm and take me home. I have accepted I'd have to make it alone after feeding everything I had into a payphone. And this is to the rain. It felt like it was made of spit. My parade was an unbreakable chain of Gabe's trumpets. Save the buckets even though they weigh down my walking. You don't know the height of the steak you placed your fork in. You look old. That's what you said. I feel old. That's what I said. Been through a lot since you've been gone dead. Born again, torn to shreds over girls who were porcelain. The cry baby dolls. When we were allowed to talk again, I stopped accepting wake-up calls that bring truth. I hate the way I fall for everything you do. I fade as flaws, that's why I make these breakup songs to sing to you. Music's my only psychiatric drug, and you're a pill in human form I'd like to hide under my tongue. Kiss the foot that couldn't fit into the slipper of my mouth. The denizen in your house begging for the benefit of your doubts. When I got kicked out, I played the faithful puppy dog, loyal to the love lost and sitting by your fucking door in utter disbelief. I sucked all of the skin off of my teeth, you pulled away. You let me choke on your invisible leash. You could find me hiding these screams behind my eyelids. She blinded me with silence, so my airmail lips blew her a farewell kiss, slinking over the sink where all the hair gel drips. Stairwells dip deep into her mouth where I found a cycle, and ever since then I've been on a downward spiral. This round is final, it's time to recover, cause it's a porch that some dogs choose to die under. The first song was a breakdown, I apologize in round 2. This version I'm certain the shit ain't even about you, it's the 3 right.
I'm not just talking about one person, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about form, I'm talking about content, I'm talking about interrelationships, I'm talking about God, the devil, hell, heaven. Do you understand? Finally!
conditions. Shark-infested water, torture treatments, get beat by the Timberlands. Feet are shivering, walking on cold graves. Roses lay on relationships, too impatient to die of old age.
Yeah, remember when you knew all the answers? Well, something shook until you thought you had the questions. For all the time and effort you've invested, I find it kind of funny that you haven't learned your lessons. Still guessing, the whisper of the leaf, the rustle of the bitch. When there is no love, nothing makes you rich. So I give a shrug and the eye muscle twitches in replace of a hug and a lack of superstitions.
Stop thinking you don't belong here. You are where you are cause you hardly move. The music is not gonna stop. Take your eyes off the chair, cause there's others that are under the same impression as you. How many seats will the rock bottom accommodate? One too many people who share nothing but views. Misery is willing to keep company with those who don't ever walk a mile in their own shoes. So now they swap souls, they got soul, fucking uninspired. They drop low under the fire of sky gods. It got old and now they wanna go higher, but cops patrolled every single empire with tripods.
So video did kill the radio star. Now we're all so cute and drive brand new cars. We make music so you can lose your mind. We do the crime so you can do the time. Tell me who can get busy like this, man? Well, the truth is, damn near anyone can. So I'ma buy you some implants and a suntan. Let's follow the plan and get some fat off the land. Fuck this little rapper, treat me like a crook. Baby, if you knew me, you wouldn't sing my hook. You think I was so ugly, you'd be afraid to look. But maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a chapter in your book. Doing fine, thanks for asking. Standing as the last man, popping bubbles and aspirin. Ready, set, action. Remove your dress so we can make a mess and hit the world with a little bit of stress.
Let's pep talk these wings till they strengthen. Forgetting footwork, making power moves on ceilings where heads spin. It unravels the bloody crown, revealing red skin. We created hierarchy, now there are no kings in heaven. Fatty acids added to the asthma medicine. Breathing heavy at the